Fuck out of here. Y'all gonna sit here and police Candace's reaction, right? Because Candace never starts the shit. She reacts. She responds, okay? But what did Karen just say? Fight fire with fire, but Candace's mouth needs to be checked. But nobody gonna check Mia because everybody identifying and trauma bonding with the fact that y'all got crackhead mamas. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Do what I said. Don't make me have to beg. Make sure that I am fed. You know this hit is the best. He's telling all his friends that I am a super freak. Bitch, I'm classy outside, but I hoe up in them sheets. He ain't never in his life met a woman like me. Better know it damn right, cause her name is She, nigga.
Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into this fucking reunion. Listen. Because I've been watching this entire... Well, I'm lying. I was about to lie and say I've been watching this entire fucking season. I have not been. I started off watching the season. I maybe did like 1 or 2 episode reviews back in like June or July or some shit. And baby, I just fell off after a little bit because Real Housewives Potomac... toxic ass fan base. And so I've been very active on Twitter, you know, very engaged, you know, watching a lot of people's YouTube reviews and whatnot. But like I said, very, very engaged on Twitter, watching, seeing what the people think, watching reviews, seeing what people think, read and tweet, seeing what people think. Real Housewives of Potomac, the fan base is extremely fucking toxic. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know where all of y'all world star hip-hop motherfuckers done came from. All of y'all love and hip-hop bad girls club motherfuckers done came from. But this is the Real Housewives. This is not the low gotta love and hip-hop. This is not VH1. This is Bravo. And say what the fuck y'all want to say, but at the end of the motherfucking day, there's a difference between the ghetto and the suburbs.
Yup.
There's a difference between the Michelle Obamas and the Barack Obamas and the Lil Babies and the Babies.
Very Section 8.
Okay, there's a difference. Like, we're not about to sit and we're not about to play these games. We're not about to play these games that act like the Real Housewives has always been known as some you know, hood type of fucking show. Like, that's not what the fuck this is. And if that's what the fuck y'all want to see, then take your ass over to the VH1 BGC.
Like, coming to America.
Okay, now, don't get me wrong. I grew up watching Love and Hip Hop. I also grew up watching Bad Girls Club. So it's not that I have anything against those type of shows. But what we're not going to do is, again, sit and try to make it look like Real Housewives of Potomac or Real Housewives, period, is on that type of level. Like, sure, they argue, sure, they throw shade and all of that, but it's mostly with their mouth, okay? Which brings me to my next point. The way that y'all hate Candace, the way that y'all...
This is crazy.
Because it's crazy because, like it really is shit what the fuck they say. Like, your haters are your biggest fans because the way that people hate Candace, but yet she was literally the star of the season. She's literally center wine, peach, center, whatever the fuck they're holding. Like, she's literally dead in the center, okay? Only reason why she didn't have first share was because Andy does not like her, and also because Andy does not like her, and also because Andy does not like her.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
And also because Cameron and Giselle, they always gotta, right? And plus this story, well, the storyline this season was basically sold from... What the fuck am I saying? The storyline this season that kicked off this season was all about Wendy.
What you're not going to do is you're not going to play with my husband's name.
So of course they had to give Wendy first share to make it look like, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, come on now. Fucking Candace is the goddamn star. Like, she was the reason why this reunion was the way that it was, because every single part of the reunion was about Candace. Candace. Every time they asked a question to Ashley, to Wendy, to Giselle, to Karen, to anybody else, it always came back to Candace, okay? Always came back to Candace, okay? So for everybody that sits online and hates her and, oh my God, Candace is always crying and, oh my God, Candace in that mouth, bitch, get used to it. Because what show would you really honestly have without it, okay? Because if we really want to keep it a fucking buck, okay, let's go back to season 1. Because I've been watching since season 1. Real Housewives of Potomac since season 1. And season 1, they all got on our fucking nerves. This is back when Sharice and Katie was on the cast. They all got on our motherfucking nerves. Because they was like, they was real uppity. They really did the Bravo thing that I was just talking about, how, you know, the high elitism thing, and you can't sit, they really were over the fucking top. Before fans had to humble their asses and be like, listen, y'all bitches need to calm it down because we're trying to like y'all. We're trying to give y'all a chance because y'all are black. But at the end of the motherfucking day, y'all are doing too damn much and we feel like we cannot relate. And so season 2, what the fuck did they do? They came back and they let that fucking guard down, okay? They let the fucking act go. Karen started switching up. She could blame it on her parents' death, all she wants. No. At the end of the day, all of these bitches got up on this show portraying... Matter of fact, I think Ashley probably was the only one that wasn't so, and that's the thing too, because where this show is now with the colorism and the way that Ashley is seated and sitting perfectly, okay, perfectly and positioned perfectly within this show. And when I say she's seated perfectly within the show, I mean as far as like her job status, as far as like she's untouchable, okay, because of her skin tone, okay, because of her privileges, okay?
Let's talk about it.
But if we go back to season 1, Ashley was the realest thing about Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, wasn't nobody really checking for the rest of the girls because, again, they were on, like, this high pedestal that was so unrelatable. And we looked at Ashley as, oh, my God, that's a young, fun girl. She's going to start shit up. And, you know, that was when her and Karen were going back and forth. And Karen didn't want her around her daughter, da-da-da. But now, look at where we at six fucking years later. Look at where the fuck we at.
Very Section 8.
I say all of this to say... This show, the last 2 years has gotten on my last fucking nerves. This show, the last 2 years, has gotten on my everlasting fucking nerves. And I do not like the way that all of the light-skinned girls are treated one way, and I do not like the way all of the dark-skinned girls are treated another way. I do not like the treatment towards Candiace. I don't like the fan base attacking her. One of these days, I'm going to do a deep dive going back 2 years ago, 3 years ago even, okay, with the whole knife incident, because y'all love to bring that up, even though Giselle clearly brought Ashley back into this bitch's house and she told her not to. I don't care if we filming, I don't care if we doing a goddamn job. Baby, do not bring nobody I don't want back into my fucking house.
Bitch, the fuck? I'm from motherfucking New York. Fuck is you talking about?
You better be lucky I ain't grab a motherfucking gun, okay? She better be lucky I ain't load all bullets up into that ass, okay? Better be lucky I grabbed the butter knife. And that's another thing, too. We're going to keep acting like a butter knife is a fucking Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers type of knife. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But, again, that goes back to Ashley and her privileges. And
let's talk about it.
Ashley and Michael calling Candiace a criminal.
Let's talk about it.
We're going to get into all of that. Matter of fact, let's start.
Let's get into it then.
How long I've been talking? This fucking reunion.
Anyway, let me wrap this up because this gave me nothing.
I was not looking forward to it, honestly. I just wanted this season to hurry up and be over. I wasn't really looking forward to the reunion, and I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely motherfucking honest. I consider myself to be a Barb. Like, I am a Nicki stan. A Nicki stan. So much so to the point where I got Monster tatted on my arm. And no, I didn't get it because of Nicki, but literally the day that I got the tattoo Monster, that's when the song Monster had came out, and everybody just assumed because I was a Nicki stan that I got it because of Nicki. No, I ain't get it because of Nicki, but, you know. But I stand Nicki, I'm a Barb, and it's crazy how you got to preference, you know, you got to preference your love for someone before you go in. Because, Nicki, we going to go in. Yup. Barbs, calm down. I'm one of y'all. But, Nicki, we going to go in.
Then they switch like faggots.
Because I did not want Nicki on this reunion for multiple reasons. I wasn't sure what it was going to look like, for one, having a celebrity host. I was not sure what that would look like. Because anytime you have a celebrity, obviously their celebrity, their star power is going to outshine what the fuck everybody else is doing. So it's like, I don't know if these bitches are going to be on the stage. They're going to be themselves. Like, what's going to go on with that? Then aside from that, it's Nicki fucking Minaj. Like, it's Nicki fucking Minaj. Barbs are toxic, okay? And so, you know, knowing the history and what's been going on the show with and what's been going on the show with Candiace, I didn't want to see Nicki on the show and then have all the toxic Barbs go and attack Candiace, especially after the last 3 years that she's been through. Because say all that y'all want to, Candiace crying. Well, Candiace has always been emotional, but Candiace crying didn't become a thing until she got too much mouth and she needed her ass whooped.
Very Section 8.
Let's keep it a fucking buck. And again, I said I'm going to do a deep dive video on this with receipts and everything since people are so fucking forgetful. I'm not forgetful because I constantly write down notes for videos that never come out.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so I definitely still have notes dating all the way back to September 2019, which is when the fight between Candiace and Monique actually took place. Okay. I specifically remember how when the whole fight story broke on the blogs, everybody was still so pissed at Candiace because of the year before that everybody wasn't liking Candiace. And I remember there was a story that broke. Chris had actually been talking to a fan in the DMs, and Chris was talking about how Candiace came into the season really wanting to work on herself, really seeing how she was season 3 or season 4 or whatever, and really wanting to change some things and fix some shit up, da-da-da-da. There was like these interactions in the DMs between Chris Bassett and a fan. And so when the story broke, it broke in favor of Monique, saying basically that, you know, Candiace took a glass, broke the shit, and hit the bitch upside the head.
What? Jesus!
And it all turned out to be a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
And even with that, Monique lied and ran and did it.
Let's talk about it.
Listen, one day we're going to do a deep dive. My whole fucking point is that when this story broke, it was September 2019. I remember it being on the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, like everywhere. Everyone on Twitter bullied the fuck out of that girl. Suicide threats, like everything. Mind you, season 5 was not filmed in like the 6-month, 8-month usual span that they usually film shit, right? It had just started filming at the end of August and went up until like the end of October. So it was probably only like a 2-3 month period at most, right? That matters. That matters because in real time of them filming, she's getting death threats online. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot for somebody to deal with. I've been in a position where I've been at the top and had the whole world fucking hate me. I've been in a position where I've been on top and had the whole world fucking love me. So I fucking get it. I fucking got it.
I understand why you're mad. I'd be mad too.
I fucking got it completely. I understood it. And I understood where Candiace's emotions were coming from. And so because there was such a long wait because of COVID, that's another thing that people aren't considering. The show was filmed September 2019. It was supposed to premiere spring 2020. It got pushed all the way fucking back. So people are not remembering, okay, the story broke at this time. That's when she was crying. They're still filming the show. Mind you, she's crying in every fucking scene in every other episode because literally the show was filmed over like 2-3 months. So everything was still fresh. So y'all kept telling Candiace, get over it, get over it, get over it. Stop being so fucking emotional. Get over it, get over it. How the fuck can I get over something that just happened 2 weeks ago?
Well, we'll help. Yeah, like we're gonna.
Like, it took me years to get over my motherfucking trauma with shit that happened with me in 2017. Like, okay, but one day we're gonna do a deep dive on all that. But just if I have not made it clear to y'all yet, bitch, I'm Team Candiace. Okay, if it has not been made clear yet, bitch, I'm Team Candiace. Okay, but we still gonna drag her too.
And I said, ooh. Now wait a minute. That's highly interesting if you want to say that.
I don't blindly support. We still gonna drag Candy Girl too. But I'm a Candy supporter. Okay, so let's get the fuck into this show. Oh wait, before we do that, I still gotta make my point. Okay, so yeah, it was the Barbs. It was the fact that Nicki was famous, and because Nicki already publicly basically admitted that she don't like Candiace. She tweeted or put something out on her DM. I don't know. I posted on the screen, but she let us know that she was not here for Candiace. That she did not like Candiace. Around the time when she was like pitching, trying to be the host, she let us know that she ain't like Candiace. So I'm like, nah, what we not about to do is have another Andy 2.0 on this stage. We don't need nobody coming up here with a bias towards any of the women, not just Candiace. Because again, I don't blindly support. I'm not like y'all. Nobody should be up here blindly supporting somebody and blindly loyal to somebody. No. Call everybody out for their bullshit. I don't like the way Candiace was treated this episode, but we're going to get into it, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? So we start up this reunion. Nicki is questioning Ashley about her storyline. Ashley says how she's been on the show for 6 years and contributed enough. Her family is her storyline. I said, Ashley. I mean, America does love a predator, so I guess America does love a good predator.
We've got to get to a place where we're unafraid to say it out loud.
Okay, they do. Y'all always asking, what about the kids? What about the kids, child? What about the camera crew? What about the production? What about Juan Dixon? Let's talk about it.
Let's get into it then.
Ashley, we don't give a fuck what you've done the last 6 years. We've seen you for your works, okay? And we've gotten into it with Ashley. But again, like I said, Ashley has been seated very perfectly, comfortably, and I don't like it because we started off loving her, then started off hating her, and then really stopped liking her. And then now all of a sudden, because people dislike Candiace so much, now they give Ashley passes. And again, that's where that whole blind loyalty, that whole, like, I don't understand y'all bitches. Y'all bitches are weird. You know you can not like somebody and also not like this other person. Like, just because, like, I don't understand this whole my enemy is not my friend or whatever the fucking wording is, okay? Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I don't understand it. I don't understand why y'all do this weird shit, okay? You don't have to like Ashley because you don't like Candiace. You can not like either one or you can like both. You understand what I'm saying? It's like people that don't like Wendy love the Green Eye Bandits and vice versa, and it's weird to me, and that's where a lot of the colorism and all of that comes into play, but we're gonna get into it. Ashley, you have no place being on the show. You bring nothing to the show. And as much as I like Robin. I do. I actually like Robin and Giselle off of the show, and that's usually how it goes because these are characters on the show. I don't really get as upset at Giselle and Robin as y'all do because at the end of the day, I love somebody that understands their assignment. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like Kenya Moore. That's why a lot of people love Kenya Moore because love her or hate her, Kenya has figured this shit out, which is a point that we want Candiace to get to, which I'm going to get to.
Let's get into it then.
But Kenya has figured this shit out to where it's like, okay, clearly y'all already had Nene up here and she was supposed to be the most loved. Clearly y'all are bringing me up here to be most hated. So if I'm going to get the villain edit anyways, no matter what it is that I do, I might as well play it the fuck up. Okay? You got to make the shit work for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to take what you're given and make it work for you. And for Kenya, I can totally understand her because it's like, you have no choice. It's like, why would I come up here and try to be superhero Captain Save-A-Ho when y'all are just going to make me look like a villain anyways? Whereas if I sit and I allow y'all to make me, well, not allow because contractually, she has no goddamn choice, you know, in the whole, you know, she has no say-so in the whole situation, but y'all are going to make me look like a villain anyways, right? So I might as well show up, do the villain thing, bring in the views, and that way I have some sort of leverage to be able to negotiate a better pay, better contracts, better whatever, right? That's where Kenya is, and that's what we want Candiace to get, because it's clear at this point that Candiace is not liked.
This is crazy.
By any of the cast.
A scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
First of all, the whole cast is unlikable. The whole cast is unlikable, okay? And they do not like Candiace because Candiace, out of all those girls, is the only one that did not have to sleep with a motherfucker to get ahead.
Let's talk about it.
Okay? Now, neither did Wendy because Wendy definitely went to school, and I believe that's where she met Eddie as well. Okay, cool. But they don't like Wendy either. Okay, so, you know, that still adds to my point, right? And most of the cast is filled with white women, okay? We just gonna call them white women because that's how they act, okay? Most of the cast is filled with fairer skinned, lighter women who all had to do something to get a man. But we're gonna get back to that because I'm jumping ahead. I'm all over the place, child. But Wendy comes in to Ashley's defense. Candiace also, listen, if y'all see me spitting a lot, it's okay. Listen, this filter in my mouth, it is juicy, and I don't know how to calm it down right now, and I'm trying to hurry up and finish this video. Okay, so if I'm spitting all over the screen, y'all will be fine. Okay. Now, Wendy comes to Ashley's defense. Candiace also jumps in and says she got work. Okay, she got to work. Nicki, we got to work. We're working. Nicki, we got to work. Okay? To which Giselle points at Candiace. Then Robin also tries to defend. And I'm just like, why is everybody caping for this white woman? Why are y'all caping for this predator's wife? Like, I'm not, It's because it's an alliance. Y'all know how in Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene always talking about a fucking alliance. No, over here, there's clear alliances. Like, over on Atlanta, y'all love to be like, oh, Kenya and Cynthia and Candy are in an alliance. No, over here, it's clear as day who the motherfucking alliances are. Okay, even the secret alliances right in front of y'all motherfucking face that a lot of y'all are so fucking naive and dumb to fucking realize. Okay, fucking Karen and Giselle, who have literally been best friends for the last 6 years, but they only argue and fight for the purpose of the show because they think that's what the fuck we want to see. Because for years, y'all gassed the fuck up out of Nene and Kim Zolciak going back and forth. And then Nene and Kenya. So now Bravo thinks, oh, we got to have this as a formula. The two queen bees and their friend groups and let's see the division. No, we don't want to see this shit. It's boring. It's boring. It's boring. But Candiace is clearly the most hated out of this show. Okay, and Ashley is clearly the most loved, and it's an alliance thing. It's an alliance thing. The lighter girls are gonna stick together, and they're trying to ice out the darker skinned girls, and I don't care who says what. I'm not the bitch that calls out colorism. I'm not the bitch that calls out racism just cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am definitely a people's type of person. You know, I don't believe that all white people are evil. I don't go around calling every white person a Karen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person to just label somebody something because of my own prejudices or because of my own unhealed trauma. I think y'all bitches that do that, are very fucking weird, and yet that needs to be checked because you cannot go around disrespecting any human being. I don't give a fuck what color your skin tone is, okay? I don't give a fuck if you're black as well. I'm gonna hold you accountable as another black person. We can't do that to anybody because if we don't want it done to us, let's not do it to anybody else. So I'm not that person that automatically sees something like, because a lot of y'all are fucking weird. Y'all will see a dark-skinned person getting cursed out and be like, colorism, oh my God, it must be colorism. Baby, maybe they just getting their feet held to the fire. Because we can talk about basketball wives, but y'all did the same shit with OG. OG, who had unhealed trauma. And y'all, after so many seasons of all of these girls coming up on this show and getting victimized and bullied and getting picked on and getting their asses kicked. Soon as it came to OG, the dark-skinned girl, all of a sudden it's colorism. Now we want to have a conversation about colorism because it's a Nigerian girl up on the cast. We're not doing this. We're not playing this game. And I'm not sure if she was Nigerian. I'm not sure, so I don't want to be disrespectful when I say that. But we're not playing this game. We're not gonna play this game. We're not gonna play this game of, oh, dark-skinned girls are untouchable, light-skinned girls gotta get it. No, everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. I need y'all bitches to deal with y'all trauma because everybody can get it. Because that's another thing. Even though we do not like the Green Eye Bandits, and yes, there is colorism at play on this show and it's very evident, that does not make Wendy untouchable. Okay, because if we want to go back to last episode with the big ass, okay, that she came in that fucking reunion with, and we want to go back to that corny shit that she did, because we could get into it. Because
we could talk about it.
Okay, since I wasn't here last week to do it, we could get into it, okay? Moving on. Nicki says Robin and Juan have extra special chemistry. Because at some point, Nicki, you definitely asked, what fucking show am I watching? And that's the question I want to know, too. Because at what point did Robin and Juan have motherfucking chemistry, bitch?
I must be watching a different show.
At what motherfucking point did Robin and Juan have special extra like, are you projecting? Are you hopeful wishing right now? Nicki?
Get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that.
Onika, bitch, Juan and Michael had more chemistry than Juan and Robin, child. Like, get the fuck out of here, okay? She gonna ask, because see, I really think she was really just trying to be shady to ask what she asked next, that kind of went over everybody's head, because Nicki was like, y'all got extra special chemistry, you know, this season. Is it because of the fact that his wife is now on TV making money and that takes the pressure off his back? See, Nicki was throwing a lot of shots. Nicki was definitely coming at everybody, and I don't mind it. But she definitely went too far as Candace. Definitely, and I'm going to get to that. Now, she questions Robin, because Robin at some point during the season was like, are we mad at Ashley? And Robin says she was drunk, to which Candace says, yeah, she was so drunk. Candace is butting in a lot. Honestly, I was annoyed at first because I'm like, Candace, shut up. Like, let them get, because ain't nobody butting in to help you. But then towards the end of the episode, I was like, oh, okay, Candace is looking at this more of like a conversation. And Candace is playing politics, and I'm not really sure if this game of chess is working for her. I don't think that's working. I think we need to play a different game, Candace, okay? I think maybe we need to play Battleship, okay? Blow all these bitches' ships up, okay? Maybe a little GTA, maybe a little 007. Okay, I'm not really sure if this game of chess is working in your favor, Candace, but we're going to get to that, okay? Because back to Robin and this fake-ass relationship with her roommate, Juan, no. Okay, and then as far as, are we mad at Ashley? I wasn't really mad at Robin asking that because... And this is what I mean, because y'all are so stupid and weird, because in 1 minute, y'all hood logic will tell y'all, oh yeah, we throwing hands if your mouth is too much. Okay, well, by that same hood logic, wouldn't y'all be the same bitches that go and jump people because they touch your friend? And ain't nobody gonna touch my mama, ain't nobody gonna touch my best friend. I'm gonna jump in for my best friend, okay? But then yet y'all mad at Robin and Giselle. Y'all mad at Robin and Giselle for defending each other. Y'all mad at Robin for saying, are we mad at, like I don't get it. Like, this is what I'm saying. Y'all bitches are weird, because in one breath you'll apply the hood logic, but then in another breath you won't. And then another breath, you'll use it to where it works. Like, y'all are just weird. Y'all are weird, okay? Very weird. Okay, so we get to the reasonably shady party. Wendy was offended by the title, offended by the invitation. And I'm just like, Wendy, shut the fuck up. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Okay, Wendy is another one that has clocked how social media feels. And I feel like honestly, this whole cast is very aware of social media. I feel like they all are. Especially in the first 3 parts, like the first episode period where they kept grilling Candace about her mouth and telling her how she need to be checked for her mouth. And it's like, what, y'all wasn't saying none of this shit, because Candace has been on this show for about four years now. Y'all was not saying none of this before this year. Stop. It's like everybody has watched social media and has taken cues and notes, right? And the easiest way to keep this show on is by listening to the people, right? That's why Carlos King shows, usually thrive, because he listens to what the people wants, right? And he gives the people what they ask for, what they need. And so it's clear, like, I don't know if it's spoken or unspoken, the whole cast has this, like, thing where they watch social media, and then this whole reunion, they got up here just regurgitating shit from social media that I don't even feel like were their true personal thoughts and opinions and feelings. But it's like, if we agree with social media, then that'll keep social media engaged and keep them from tuning out, right? Because if they make it clear that they don't give a damn about social media and what the fuck we think, what reason are we going to have to tune in, right? And so whether it be negative or positive, there's like this whole unconscious or maybe conscious thing that they're doing, this groupthink bandwagoning thing that they're doing. And I know I'm not the only person that sees it. Like, I can't be, right? And so even with Wendy throughout the season, because a big thing this season for Wendy was her whole body transformation and whether or not she's insecure. And I do feel like she's insecure. And I do feel like that's the reason she got her body done. And listen, I'm different. I am a bitch that I own my shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I own my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm never going to let a bitch spray me if I can spray my damn self. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ever about to let you put me in a position where you can embarrass me. No, I'm going to do that before you're able to, right? Speak your story before they have a chance to embarrass you. And so for me, I even have songs that I've written where it's like, yeah, bitch, I'll get a BBL for a nigga. Like, it is what it, like, as long as you know what the fuck you doing, then what harm, like, what, okay. Because at this point, we're grown. You know what you doing. You getting it, like, that's why I never understand when bitches be like, oh, I wear makeup for me. I got a BBL for me. No, you didn't. You got it because you want attention.
Let's talk about it.
Because clearly, these are things that are going to bring attention. Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing when I wear lashes, or when I choose to put on makeup, or when I choose to, make sure I got on a bra so my titties ain't sagging. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not necessarily to get a man, it's still attention based, right? I'm still seeking some sort of attention, whether it be just to look presentable, right? Because bad attention is still attention. So if I'm putting on a bra, not to get a man, but I'm putting on a bra because I don't want nobody looking at me and saying that bitch looks sloppy because her titties down to the floor, I'm still seeking attention. And if not seeking attention, then I'm still trying to critique or mold the attention that it is that I get. So there's a bit of honesty there that I feel like people need to come to terms with, okay? Because you're still seeking something, whether it be attention, validation, credibility, like you're seeking something, okay? And it's not just I needed to get my body done because I had a kid. Okay, bitch, what if you want more kids? Maybe you've decided that you don't want no more kids, right? And maybe it's just like, I gotta get a mommy makeover now. But why though? Because even if it ain't to keep your man from big booty hoes, you doing it for you, but why though? What is it gonna do for you? It's gonna make you feel good. And what does feeling good do for you? What is that? That's attention. Like,
we're not playing this game at this table.
Cause y'all just be talking in circles and saying a lot, but saying nothing at the same goddamn time. Okay? So at the end of the day, there is an insecurity there. I did not like the way my body looked. That's an insecurity. And so I got my body done. Because I was insecure about my body. That's it, Wendy. That's all you had to fucking say. And so with Robin and Giselle, I don't care. This is at the end of the fucking day, because y'all love to pick and choose who we going to keep this a TV show for and then who we not, right? Because, it's a TV show when it comes to Candace and her mouth and, you know, how people treat her and this, that, and the third. But we're going to make sure that Robin and Giselle, they get hung for their comments against Wendy. And, oh my God, did you do your body because of him? And da-da-da, you different this season. These are natural questions. These are questions that I ask as a viewer. I don't care how much I don't like Mia right now. I'm still not going to ride for how Wendy was grilling Mia the first episode. She was grilling her. She felt threatened. She felt like, who is this new light-skinned bitch coming around, you know, thinking that she about to join the group. Like, I just got acclimated. Now they bringing on new bitches. Damn, can I have my second season shine? Like, you could tell Wendy came into the season thinking that it was going to be one way, and then Mia completely threw her off, and then she had to replan, rethink. Like, everybody that's been watching reality TV shows knows the game, okay? And you can tell, so many people have even said it on YouTube. You can look at Wendy and tell that she studied the game and that she studied these shows and studied these girls and you know, just studied the handbook of reality TV, because everybody knows about the second season glow up. And that's what Wendy wanted. Wendy wanted to come back, new check, new money, new body, new attitude, and with people loving her. Because what did I say earlier? All of these bitches study social media and study what people saying. Wendy knows that nobody was really on her side last season because, yeah, she did come off aggressive. Okay, microaggressions with Ashley, but she was kind of doing the most last season. She was. Okay, and Karen was also trying to do the most, saying that she didn't fit the look of the show. Okay, see how multiple things can be true at once? Everybody can be wrong, right? Everybody can get it. Okay, regardless of skin tone. I don't know who needs to hear that. Regardless of skin tone, everybody can get it. We're not going to protect Wendy because she dark skin, and we're not just going to hate Karen because she light skin. Okay? Everybody wrong. Okay? Wendy was unlikable last season, but Karen was also fucking wrong. Okay? Even with the fucking HR comments, we can't listen.
Let's talk about it.
It's so much I can get into because so many episodes I did not review. Okay? So many thoughts that I need to get out, but we'll say that for the deep dive video. But like I was saying, so yeah, Wendy, unlikable last season. I felt like she went home, she studied, got notes together. Oh, this is how social media feel about me? Okay, let me go get my body done. Let me second season glow up. Let me come in, right. And so all of y'all that's sitting here projecting, talking about something, why she got to answer to having her body done and shut the fuck up, baby. This ain't about you. This ain't about you. We're not talking about when you did something to your hair and your mother said something and it was like, oh, I ain't like that, or oh, you getting a little fat. Because it sounds like trauma is projecting right now. It sounds like your trauma is projecting, and people questioning Wendy about her body took you back to your grandparents or your you know, the people in your family that sit and got something to say about your body. Everything's we're not doing that.
Deal with your trauma.
We're asking Wendy about who she is now and what has happened, because something is clearly different. She came in with a different attitude. She came in speaking different. She just came in different. Like, she knew she was about to be fan favorite this season. She came in different. So I'm not mad at the Green Eye Bandits for going after her. I'm not. Because I felt the same exact motherfucking way. Okay? Moving the fuck on. Okay? Now, we get to Robin and Giselle being secret lovers, kitty clickers. I mean, listen, okay? Right. Nicki asks who sleep together for $50 billion. They are some freak hoes. I mean, they slept with their husbands for less than that. So Nicki asks if Michael is attracted to Juan.
I got 3 words for you. Are you psychic?
Which Robin says yes. And I mean, thank you, Robin, for being honest, okay? There's no point in you lying anyways, because we already know.
Get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that.
Okay? Nicki feels like most straight men, especially black men, would have a problem with Michael. Yes, because black people are ignorant as fuck and homophobic as fuck. So she's most definitely right. And like Nicki said, it doesn't make it right. But Nicki, you was also about to go in and try to make a joke out of Juan and Michael. So that came off a little bit weird. Just saying. Because it was like you was about to go in, but then you started defending. I don't know. You know. I don't know, Nicki. I don't know. But Nicki says, does Juan have any other gay friends? To which Karen says, oh, okay. And Ashley says, other? Bitch, when I tell you I fucking died laughing, like, cause she was so strong in her conviction with that. Like, she was like so strong in her tone. Like, does Juan have any other gay friends? And Karen was instantly like, oh, okay, okay, all right, that's probably something I would have said too. And Ashley was like, other? Bitch, what the fuck you implying about my man? Bitch, that he gay. I ain't implying shit. I said what I said. He's gay. Gay, gay, gay. Gay, gay, gay. These niggas is gay on the low.
They gay on the low. Gay, gay, gay. Gay on the low.
Okay. Nicki questions Giselle and asks her if her beauty has faded over the last 4 years. I said, bitch, what? Nicki, this is when the questions started to get a little ridiculous. And it's like, baby, you only here for an hour. This is the best you can do with the questions, bitch. This is the best set you can do with the questions. You only here for an hour of our time. I don't know how long you was there in real life, but this is the best of the questions, okay? But I guess the whole point was to bring up the whole Giselle and Bray situation. And listen, like I said already, I mean, Ray was rude as fuck. Ray was rude as fuck, okay? I definitely would have pulled the plug on that one, okay? I definitely would have made him shit on himself and not change his diaper, okay? Definitely would have pushed his old ass down the stairs had that been me. Don't do that, Ray, because you already are away from death. With your 1 foot in the grave having ass. Like, we not about to play them games, Ray. We not about to play them games. You might not even be alive by the end of this game, okay? We're not playing that, okay? But at the end of the motherfucking day, Karen and Giselle are best friends. How many times I gotta say that? They are best friends. So at the end of the fucking day, it came off as like a family joke. Like, listen, y'all already know what it is with it. Y'all can play. Y'all can play that game all y'all want to, but y'all know what the dynamic is between Karen and Giselle. Y'all already know that they love each other and they're best of friends. So that was like her brother. Like, girl, bye. We're not playing this.
We're not playing this game at this table.
So Nicki says it's corny for Giselle to come after Karen's looks. She asked her all about the surgery she's got. I said, Giselle, you better than me, because if I was in a barb and if I was you, you want to talk surgeries. So we talking surgeries, bitch. Okay, because my doctor, your doctor, okay, my people can talk to your people. How you want to do this? Right, okay, listen. Again, I'm a Nicki Barb, I'm a Sam.
Pull up in the Sri Lanka. What? Y'all want what?
Nicki, what? Pull up in the Sri Lanka? Okay, I am a Barb. I am a Barb, okay? But Nicki could have got it if I was on that stage. If I was one of them girls, Nicki would have got it. Nicki would have got it, okay? So Candace does add in that Karen got underage fillers, and you know, this is when I realized, okay, maybe Candace is just trying to join the conversation. I don't know, but I did want her to shut up because I wanted the girls to, you know. But either way, whether she shut up or didn't, Nicki still ain't go as hard on the other girls as she went on Candace. So we come back from commercial, and Nicki says they said that Karen was looking through the cards, but it was actually Wendy. Wendy admits to it. Me and everybody else on Twitter thought it was corny. Even Nicki tweeted out some shit. Child, it's on the screen. Read what the fuck it say. Okay, but even Nicki tweeted out some shit thinking that it was corny as well. And yeah, Wendy's just not that girl. And I don't care. Y'all can try to make her be that girl because she's dark skinned, but she's not that girl. She's not that girl. She's just not. She's not. She's not. And again, let's go back to her insecurities. Like, she came on this, like, you can totally get a new body. You can totally you can do whatever the fuck you want to, baby. It's your world, but own it, right? Own it, right? Own it, okay? Even with the whole husband rumor, she dragged that shit the fuck out. Like, baby, you are not exempt. Everybody on this cast is going to get talked about. And that's the thing, like, that's what I don't be understand when I be watching other YouTubers and I be watching people on Twitter. Like, I don't understand. Everybody is so mad about these rumors towards Wendy when this is called The Real Housewives. Bitch, at some point your house or the fact that you're a wife is going to get brought up. I'm not understanding the whole selling point of this fucking show, this fucking franchise, this fucking network is about y'all being married to these billionaires and millionaires, and then y'all think y'all are above controversy. It's going to fucking happen, and y'all cannot go to bat for her simply because she's dark-skinned. I don't like when y'all do that dumb shit, because as many times as there are actual incidents, and I'm not even gonna call it incidents because bitch, you meant to have that shit happen, okay? As many times as there are situations where yes, racism is involved, yes, colorism is involved, and everything else with an ism or OB attached to it is involved. This is not one of them times. This is not one of them motherfucking times, okay? Wendy, I feel like a lot of the love that y'all are giving her now is more because of the hate that y'all have against who's left. And I feel like multiple things can be true at once. And you can't make Wendy that bitch all because you feel like Giselle is a bitch. It doesn't work like that. And I just find that shit to be so weird because y'all pick and choose when y'all want to use colorism as a crutch. You know what I'm saying? And we can't, you like, being dark-skinned, just like being light-skinned, but I'm using dark-skinned specifically as an example, it does not warrant you a pass to come off how you want to anybody, right? And a lot of y'all fans got that twisted, and I feel like y'all are expecting Wendy to get praised for her skin tone, because of her skin tone. And it doesn't work like that. And I want y'all to deal with y'all trauma, okay? Because there's a lot of unbiased hate towards Giselle and Robin simply because they're light-skinned. We can call out all the colorism on this show because there is tons of it. But what we're not going to do is simply hate people because of their skin tone. It is not the flex that y'all think it is when you say I'm rooting for everybody black or I'm rooting for everybody light-skinned or everybody dark-skinned. It's not the flex that y'all think it is. It's a trigger response, and I need y'all to go handle that. Deal with your trauma, okay? Let's keep going. We come back from commercial. And Nicki says that I already said that. Okay. So they talk about Karen's fire hotbox comment. Was this not a low blow moment? Because even Candace tweeted out, like, Karen sat there and literally said, oh, I'm going to go fire with fire. You know, no, matter of fact, I wrote it down what she said. She said, I'm fighting with the same amount of ammunition that you fighting with. Okay, so there goes that rule changing again. Okay, there goes the rules changing again. There goes the goalpost moving. That's exactly what the fuck we were saying the last 3 episodes with Candace. Matter of fact, the first motherfucking reunion episode with Candace, it's like, why is Candace's mouth so vile and so bad and so disgusting and filthy if Karen is allowed to, and that's where colorism comes into play, right? Because even in the first episode, or it could have been the second, bitch, I don't know. Y'all remember. But even when Candace was like trying to defend herself, like, Robin, you came into this bitch's restaurant by way of your best friend to fight this bitch with an umbrella, right? Or maybe that happened with Monique. Child, I don't know, but it's twice that Robin almost got physical. As many jabs as Karen and Giselle take back and forth. It's like, all of this shit has happened, but yeah, I'm the only one criticized. I'm the only one that fans are going in on Twitter saying, oh, your mouth needs to be checked, or this, that, and the third. That's where colorism comes into fucking play. And yes, right there, point was fucking proven. Karen, you literally just sat and told Candace you need to be checked for your mouth. Giselle literally sat there and said, bitch, if you would have got bopped, I wouldn't have cared because of your mouth. Yet then you gonna turn around with that same mouth, Karen, and be like, oh, I'm gonna fight fire with fire, and whatever ammunition you bring in, I'm gonna match the same energy. Like,
What? Jesus!
What?
We're not playing this game at this table.
Fuck, I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know if it's a elitism thing. I don't know what it is. That's why people just automatically be like, oh, it's colorism, because it's something. It's very much something, okay? So Robin says the difference is Karen is a liar, but Giselle is coming with facts. And I mean, for the most part, that is true, but still, there's very much double standards on this show. So we get to Mia and her low budget mama, and we're not even about to spend too much time on it because, Mia, we don't give a damn. You brought your mama up on this fucking show to embarrass the fuck out of that bitch, okay? Don't nobody give a fuck that your mom... Listen, and here's another thing, too. This is why I say I'm gonna need y'all to go deal with y'all trauma and stop projecting. Just because y'all bitches grew up with a crackhead mama and y'all can identify with Mia's story, that does not mean that everybody else has to. That does not mean that everybody else has to, and Mia gets a fucking pass for some of the low down, disgusting shit that she says, okay? Because y'all seem to want to fight trauma with trauma. Y'all seem to want to, you know, go through these oppression Olympics when somebody's offended by something, right? Because Mia brought her wide body ass onto Candiace's motherfucking music video shoot and sat there and talked to her mama. And y'all talking about, Candiace, go talk to your mama. Bitch, I will talk to my mama. I gotta live with the bitch, okay? I gotta live with her for the rest of my life. I will talk to my mama. But right now, I'm gonna show it your ass, bitch. And your ass entertain this conversation with my mama. Bitch, you a grown ass adult as well. You could take your wide body ass off the set and say, Ms. Dillard, Ms. motherfucking Dot, I'm not dealing with this shit right now. But what did you do? You entertain this fucking conversation with your wide body, wide ass feet having ass. So I'm gonna deal with you. I'm gonna deal with you. I'm gonna deal with you. And y'all gonna sit here and say, oh, Candiace, you ain't got no right to be sitting here telling her, you know, yo mama, how you gonna be offended? All she said was your shit was low budget. Okay, and I'm not allowed to be offended? I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit and I'm not allowed to be offended, bitch? I'm not allowed to be offended by that. I'm not allowed to be offended by that. Bitch, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. She better be glad I ain't stick my low budget foot up her ass. Okay? How about that, okay? She better be glad I ain't stick my low budget foot up her ass and make change, bitch. She better be glad. Fuck out of here. Y'all gonna sit here and police Candiace's reaction, right? Because Candiace never starts the shit. She reacts. She responds, okay? But what did Karen just say? Fight fire with fire, but oh, Candiace's mouth needs to be checked. But nobody gonna check Mia because everybody identifying and trauma bonding with the fact that y'all got crackhead mamas. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck. Again, Real Housewives. Real Housewives, okay? Baby, if we're not going to talk about your house or your wife, we're going to talk about your reality, okay? Because it's a reality show. You brought your crackhead mama up here as a storyline. So don't get mad when somebody calls her low budget. Oh, mamas is off limits. Since when, bitch? We've been talking about Dot ever since Candiace arrived on this motherfucking show. So when did it start becoming mamas is off limits, okay? Ain't that one of the reasons why y'all keep saying Candy can go? Okay, because other than Mama Joyce and the old lady gang, okay, we don't talk about mamas, but somehow Candy was able to turn those conversations about her mama into a fucking restaurant franchise. But we don't talk about mamas, right? Okay? But somehow Candy has 2 restaurants called Old Lady Gang and maybe now a 3rd opening up. But we don't talk about mamas, right? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all keep moving the goalposts. Y'all keep moving it. Y'all keep moving it, okay? And we done running. We done chasing. Okay, we done. We done. In a minute, we about to start eliminating motherfuckers. Squid Game, bitch, okay? Mia says she can bring home bitches but no niggas, to which Candiace says patriarchy is alive. I chuckled. Nikki asks who would have picked they men if they had $100 million in the bank. Listen, we're not even about to waste time because they all lied. Okay, even Karen lied, okay? Eventually, at some point, do I think she fell in love with Ray? Sure. But none of the motherfucking bitches would be up there with they niggas if they had the money. They would not be, okay? Because they all married for comfort and not love. And that's why they all hate Candiace, okay? Because Candiace married for love. She didn't need money because she came from money, okay?
Let's talk about it.
Checkmate on that one, okay? Checkmate on that one. Now, we get back to Mia. Nicki is talking to her about strip clubs and shit like that. And here's what I'm going to give Mia a little pass, okay? Because I'm not like the rest of y'all. Again, y'all bitches are weird. Mia says that if a strip club has chicken wings, then that's a strip club. You know what I mean? But if it has steak and lobster, it's not. And I agree with that. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Like, bitch, I don't know where y'all are from, but that's how it is, at least in New York. There's a difference between a strip club and a gentleman's club. Are you still taking off your clothes and all of that? Probably sure. Okay, whatever. But, and Mia is a liar. Do not get me wrong. Mia is a pathological fucking liar, okay? And she lies just for the moment and just to have attention on her. But with this one statement, as far as this whole hot wings and strip club conversation, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. Like, there's, just like we were saying, there's a difference between Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives. There's a difference between strip clubs and a gentleman's club. A gentleman's club is more upscale. It's higher end clients, okay? That's a place where you could probably get $20,000 or $1 million, okay? Whereas a strip club is like King of Diamonds, and we not about to sit here and act like it's the two are the same things. I'm sorry, we're not. We're not. That's why I'm dumbfounded by everybody on Twitter, everybody that's reviewing, everybody, you know, that's on the cast. I'm so dumbfounded by how everybody is just like, oh, it's the same. It's not the same thing. Like, what word did y'all grow up in? Because when I learned about strip culture, I learned the difference between a strip club and a gentleman's club. maybe your whole point is the fact that you still taking off your clothes. Okay, cool. But there is a difference between a place that sells hot wings and a place that is doing caviar and lobster. Call it what the fuck y'all want. Okay, y'all can try and turn it into a whole race thing if you want. But it is what the fuck it is. Just like there's a difference between a 5-star restaurant and a Red Lobster's or a McDonald's. We're not about to play these games at this table. There's a difference between an upscale gentleman's club and, baby, are you a $2 hoe or a $2 million hoe? There is a difference. There's a difference. And they do like to be called entertainers. The higher up that you go, they do like to be called entertainers. Just like even with like music videos, there's a difference between a video hoe and then an entertainer, a dancer. Like depending on the tier that you're at, because not everybody's on the same level. Depending on the tier that you're at, there is a bit of classism involved, you know, because there's structures to this shit, levels to this shit. You got strippers, you got dancers, you got entertainers. I don't know what world y'all are coming from, but I'm in the entertainment industry, and I know this shit. And I've known this shit since birth, bitch. Okay? But let's move on. I was here for Mia when she said what she was saying. Everybody else tried to act like they ain't fucking get it, and I don't understand it. Wendy is definitely insecure. I already talked about that and how she got her bodies. I already talked about that. So we get on Candace and her mama's relationship, and listen. I've already spoken to Candace. I'm waiting on her to give me some information, but I've already spoken to her. Me and Candace going to sit down. I'm going to do her reading. And that's just going to be that. Okay? Because she can definitely use my guidance. Definitely she can use my guidance. Okay? My spiritual healing. Okay? For those of y'all that don't know, I'm a psychic, light worker, astrologer. Okay? And yes, I do, spiritual therapy. And it's so worth it. Go book your reading, baby. TheAligningsouls.com. Go book your reading. But, I'm going to sit down with Candace. I'm going to get her together. Okay? And it has nothing to do with the show, you know. Like my readings are personal based, so it ain't like on no fan shit where it's like, oh my god, you better read just out of filth. It's more so my readings are all about how you can be a better you, right? Like I have this thing where I say, I'm just here to put you back into the universe and help you get into alignment. Child, it's been like 8 months. I don't remember what the saying is, but yeah, an alignment reading. I'm gonna give her one. And her relationship with her mother needs to be severed. They need to sever ties. And this is the thing too, okay? Because again, y'all will have this hood logic of, oh, mamas is off limit and da-da-da-da-da. But it's like y'all be so scared to stand up to people in y'all families. Y'all be thinking y'all the biggest and badass bitches, but y'all be scared to tell your parents, oh, I don't want to go to college. Or scared to tell your boss, no, I don't want to cover her shift. Or scared to tell your mother, say about my relationship with my man. Like, make it make sense, okay? And I'm not saying that that's Candace's issue, but what I'm saying is that blood is not thicker than water, and all of y'all bitches that really think y'all be doing shit by staying friends with somebody for 10 plus years, all because y'all have loyalty and known each other this amount of years, or, you know, holding on to family because you only get one mother, one father. Like, y'all bitches are weak. Y'all really be thinking y'all doing something by saying loyal, blindly loyal to motherfuckers that's hurting you, okay? Because listen, baby, listen, you can't ever heal by saying suck in the same environments that made you sick. I need y'all to understand that and realize that and get that through your head. You cannot ever heal by saying stuck in the same environments that made you sick, okay? But y'all know better. Y'all know better. Y'all know everything, okay? So, but Candy girl,
Let it go.
I'm gonna need you to fix that relationship with Dot, and by fixing, I mean cut that bitch off, okay? We gotta start having new traditions for Thanksgiving and the holidays, because we're not doing this. We're not doing this. If you disrespect my husband, you disrespecting me. You disrespecting my kids, you're disrespecting me, okay? At some point, mama gotta become second, third priority, and not so much a one. Baby, I don't need you no more. That was the point of me becoming financially independent, okay? And now that you no longer have that tie to me, what you're not gonna do is have that psychological tie to me, okay? And like, because I see what Dot is doing. I see what Dot is doing because my mother was the same way, okay? Very much a psychological freak, okay? Very much a narcissist, very much a control freak, very much a, oh, I'm a hold finances, I'm a hold this and that over your head, you know, to try to, we're not going to do that, Candace, okay? So now that you are in a place where you're financially independent and financially stable on your own, away from your mother, away from your family, what we're not about to do is keep those, because now that she no longer has that physical tie, she still has those psychological ties, okay? She still has you in a psychological bind, okay? And that's what we need to get to the bottom of and work out, okay? Which is what a lot of people are saying. That's why people are so quick to be like, oh, Candace, you need to go deal with your mama issues and stop projecting and da-da-da-da-da-da. Because whatever is there, because that also adds to, you know, you wanting to defend these girls when they don't give a shit about you. Nobody defended you all reunion, but you want to defend them. That also adds to that, Candace. We got to deal with the trauma. We got to deal with the trauma. Okay? Because once there's nothing left for your mother or anyone, for that matter, to bind you into, that's when you become a bad bitch. That's when you are in alignment. That's when you're able to be like, okay, I'm good. I'm me. I know me. Da-da-da. But I don't feel like part of me understands Candace is playing chess, not checkers, because at the end of the day, this show is based around Cameron and Giselle. Even though Candace is the show and is the selling point of this show is marketed around, well, technically it's marketed around Candace, but the selling point, I guess, was Cameron and Giselle. And so it's like if she goes against either one of them for too long, then they can all ice her out because, again, Cameron and Giselle really have a friendship, whether they want to admit that or not, whether y'all want to believe that or not. And so I kind of see what Candace is doing by protecting them and by trying to buddy up to them. But at the same time, again, I want her to come into next season, unload the clip, bitch. Unload the motherfucking clip.
Shots fired.
Okay, stop trying to play. Stop trying to play chess and let's play Uno, baby. Okay, only one of us getting out alive. It's time to Uno out on these hoes. Uno out on these hoes, bitch. Battleship on these motherfuckers. It's time to blow some shit up. Okay, GTA 5 stars. It's time to blow some shit the fuck up, Candace. Okay, we done playing nice. We're done playing nice. And that's with Dottie and these hoes. Okay, so we get to Candace's music. Okay, because her mama has no boundaries, child. But neither does Nicki and the girls, okay? Because we get to Candace's music, and, you know, Nicki basically asked the cast, you know, how successful did they think Candace's music was going to be, and yada, yada, yada. And they forcing Candace to sing, and Candace is like, I don't really want to sing. I want to do gospel, you know. Like, but they trying, like, because Nicki, I know what you was trying to do. You was trying to catch Candace up. But
we're the first people. We are the first people to say that people aren't treating us right.
Because if you listen to Drive Back, there's a high note, right? That part right there. That's what she was hoping that she was going to get caught up on. So everybody could be like, oh my God, But Candace did the damn thing. And I did not like that everybody was sitting there pressuring her. And almost talking to her like she a child. Bitch, you a fucking artist. Sing. You don't want to sing? This your chance. This your opportunity. Opportunity to do what? Because y'all can sit here and be like, oh, this was her opportunity for Nicki. Nicki could have gave her a record. Listen, if Nicki Minaj wanted to do anything, Nicki Minaj would have done it. So please, let's not sit here and act like this was some big golden opportunity for Candace to... If Nicki Minaj was going to do anything for Candace, then Nicki Minaj would have done it for Candace. Nicki Minaj did not even know the album title. She didn't know the album title, let alone the words to the damn song. So if she was going to do anything for Candace, she would have done it. So please, let's not sit here and act like because she was asked to sing in front of a superstar, okay, the greatest rapper of all time, let's not act like that was some life-changing experience for Candace, because it wasn't. And that's another thing that I want to touch on. Why do y'all feel so entitled to people's talent? Huh? Why do y'all feel so entitled to people's talent? Oh, you're an artist, you're a singer. How you want to be a singer and you're scared to sing? Bitch, I'm not scared to sing. But unless I got 20,000 fans watching me, okay? Okay? Unless I'm at a concert motherfucking venue with the lights and the glitz and the glamour, okay? Unless I got my team that done did me up, okay? Unless the check is already cleared, what the fuck am I performing for? What the fuck am I singing a happy birthday for, bitch? It ain't even your birthday. It's October. You was born in May. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Like, y'all is too entitled to people's talent, and I don't get it. When you meet a chef, do you say, cook me something? Okay? When you meet a teacher, do you say, what's 2 + 2? Like, y'all are ridiculous. Stop thinking that just because somebody tell you they do music, okay? And maybe I'm projecting a little bit, okay? But I always got a freestyle ready. What's up? Pull up in the Sri Lanka.
What? Y'all
Okay, I always got a fucking freestyle ready, okay? But this ain't about me. Send it by me so we can keep it, okay? But stop thinking that y'all are entitled to people's talent. We're not going to do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, okay? And here was my thing with the whole Candace and Nicki debacle, okay? The debacle that they was having. Because, Nicki, we're not going to sit here and act like once upon a little time you wasn't independent, okay? Because, Nicki, again, I am a barb. I am a motherfucking barb. How many times I got to say that? I am a barb. Pull up in Sri Lanka, okay? I am a motherfucking barb. Barb. But, Nicki, let's not... Nicki, Nicki, let's not act like you wasn't independent once upon a time. Okay? Let's not act like once upon a time you wasn't getting paid $50K for a verse, no album out. Okay? Money so hard that your Barbie said to climb it. Okay? Because you was hungry. You was thirsty, right? And when I say thirsty, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that like you were hungry because you wanted this, right? So you were literally rapping. You brought Roman out on everybody. Like you was on Diddy, Hello, Good Morning. You was on Bottoms Up. You was in Monster with Kanye and Jet. Like you were that bitch to go to. You was on everybody's hook for like 2-3 years straight before your debut album, right? So let's not sit and act like you don't know what it's like to grind. See, the only difference is between you and Candace, Nicki, is the fact that you had somebody to back you. Bravo ain't no record label. Bravo ain't, some Fortune 500 music company. So Candace selling 20,000 records and 500,000 copies of Drive Back, that is beautiful. That is amazing. Amazing. Amazing for somebody that is just a reality star, okay? Because she doesn't have a backing by a Lil Wayne, okay, who was the greatest male rapper at the time. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have, people like Drake and Kanye and Jay and all of these other people to co-sign her to help her sell shit. So I did not appreciate that. I didn't, Onika. Onika Mirage, okay? You must be living in a mirage if you thought that shit was okay. I did not appreciate that. Nicki, I really did not appreciate that line of questioning towards Candace. I didn't because y'all really tried to clown Candace, okay? And people can say, oh, everybody's foot got held to the fire. Yeah, but they knew which buttons to push when it came to Candace. They knew. We talking about Candace, whose whole storyline this season was her music, and the whole controversies that she got into this season was because of her music and it being called low budget. So having Nika, who is coming for everybody about different things, okay? If Nicki can go back 6 seasons to talk about some shit that happened years ago, okay? Michael wanting to suck Juan's dick, that didn't happen this season. Giselle getting called old by Ray or her face and her beauty, that didn't happen this season. Okay, so for everybody else, she went back seasons. But it was intentional. And I don't know if it was a Nicki thing or if it was a producer thing. But like I said, Nicki already made it clear that she did not like Candace before coming on to this reunion. Okay? And the producers have already made it clear that they don't like Candace, even though she's a selling point. Okay? Andy has made it clear. So I don't know where the questioning came from. But to go at the girl who almost got into another physical altercation because of something related to her music, the way that the questions were set up against her, it was intentional to stir the pot. Just like all of this whole reunion was the Candace show and them trying to get Candace to react in such a way so they could be like, see, to get social media talking. I'm telling y'all, it goes back to the group thinking. Because once we get social media on our side, or we show social media that we in cahoots and that we all on one accord, that's going to make more people watch because people won't feel like, oh my God, they're paying attention. I'm on to Bravo. I'm on to everybody. And I just did not like the line of questioning. I didn't, especially from Nicki. Come on, Nicki. Come on now. You better than that. You better than that. And it wasn't a cute kiki to sit and, this girl did amazing. And the album is breathtakingly amazing. Instantly a classic album. And there's only been 3 people really to come out of reality TV to do it good. Okay? And that's been Cardi B, 4 people. Cardi B, K. Michelle, and Tamar. Those are the 3 people that came from reality TV whose music is actually fucking good and not gimmick music like other housewives, like Nene's then I want 2 step or whatever the fuck that song is that Nene dropped, or really naughty for the party, like everything else sounds a hot fucking mess and is a gimmick to make a quick coin. But Candace released a real official artist studio album, and you want to shit on her? I didn't like that. I didn't like that from the fans. I didn't like it from the cast. I didn't like it from Nicki. I didn't like it, especially since that album is good. And had Nicki listened to the album, which I know she didn't because she didn't know the title, and I would love to hear a Candiace and a Nicki song. Like, I feel like that would be amazing. There's a few songs on Candiace's album that Nicki would sound great on. You know what I mean? And so I just feel like we're not about to play that whole Candiace dropped the ball game, because we could say the same both ways. We could say the same both ways. Okay? And I know that's probably going to go over a lot of people's head, because what can Candiace do for Nicki? Baby, politics, okay? Stay in your lane, politics, okay? But let me see. Anything else that happened? Chad, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of talking. It's probably like an hour at this point. They go to commercial. They come back. Chris is annoyed, as he should be. Nicki in real time was tweeting about Chris and how, you know, whatever it says on screen, okay? But Chris wasn't wrong in my opinion. Chris wasn't wrong in my opinion, because at the end of the motherfucking day, you're not about to come up here and disrespect my wife. You're not about to come up here and disrespect my wife and think I'm about to be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? And again, we love Nicki, but at the same time, baby, like, just like the girls knew what they was going to get from being at a reunion and having a host, Nicki knows as well, okay? You're hosting, and everybody not going to like your questioning. Everybody not going to like the process of it going. And so I'm not mad at Chris. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm sure, and we've seen Kenneth Petty, the lengths that they'll go to protect their family. I'm not mad at Chris protecting his family. I'm not mad. So I just feel like everybody need to chill. Everybody need to get up off of Candiace and really understand where they was coming from. But again, that comes from y'all not respecting Candiace, because y'all feel like because Candiace doesn't have this whole I was left on my neighbor's doorstep as a child because my mother was too addicted to drugs and had me at 16 type of life story, that Candiace doesn't deserve success or doesn't deserve fame or money or any type of anything in her life. Y'all don't like Candiace because y'all don't respect Candiace, because y'all feel like she hasn't been through anything, right? And that's why I really want people to check their trauma. Like, go get some help, go get some therapy, go get a reading done, okay? Because we gotta stop this trauma bonding shit. Like, how are you disliking a person because you feel like they haven't been through enough, right? That's why the cast doesn't like her, because she didn't have to sleep with anybody to help get her family out from up under the bridge, living in a tent. Like, you know, she doesn't have this huge traumatic story, and people, you know, I see this shit every day. People don't understand how much of trauma is really in everything that we say and we do, and I don't like it. And I feel like we really need to start dealing with shit head on and checking our trauma at the door, because it's sickening. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Like, people truly feel like, oh, if you haven't been through anything, then I can't relate to you and I don't want to fuck with you. And I don't like that. I don't like that, which is why y'all so easily dismiss Candiace. That's why y'all treat her like a child. That's why y'all view her as a child, okay? And so that's why y'all dismiss her music and her hopes and her dreams, because to y'all, it's like, bitch, you ain't never been through shit. You got handed everything from your mama, so fuck you and your music career. It ain't like you out here busting your ass because your mother more than likely funded that music career. And it's like, no. That's why Candiace was so offended this season, because for y'all to sit here and drag her for multiple seasons and say, oh, she only got everything because of her mother, for her to actually finally be financially independent, she's married to the man of her dreams, she's moved out of her mother's house, she got shit in her name now, she's financially independent, and then she takes $10,000 of her own money, not her mother's money, but her own money to fund her dream. That is her baby. That is her child, okay? So just like y'all sitting here talking about some, oh, Candiace, don't come for people's mamas, you calling her mama low budget. Okay, well, guess what? Guess what? Mia called the project low budget, okay? And to Candiace, that's her baby, okay? So you talking about the project's mama. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. Come on now. But y'all too worried about the literal project's mama, okay? Y'all too worried about the literal project's mama, okay? The mama that was in the projects doing the crack and the cocaine and all of that, because that's what the fuck y'all can identify with, and because that seems like a real life struggle. It's like, oh, we're going to pay more attention and respect that more than paying attention and respecting, you know, the girl that actually sat here and got away from a toxic situation and is trying to make it out on her own. That's the real shit that y'all need to be uplifting and respecting, is learning how to be financially independent from... Is learning how to be independent, not just financially, but independent from motherfuckers that got a toxic hold on your ass, a toxic grip on your ass. That's the real thing that needs to be fucking applauded. But y'all too busy trying to trauma bond. Y'all looking for who got the saddest life story so I can big them up and become a fan. Bitch, go deal with your trauma. Go deal with your trauma. Stop looking to me for what you can't find in yourself. Stop. I'm not here to be your hero, okay? I'm not here to make you feel better about your life. Go deal with your shit. I don't like the way that people have treated Candace. But like I said, one day I'm going to do a fucking video deep diving into everything and bring receipts and all that. But as far as this reunion, that's all I got to say, and it is what it is. That's what the fuck happened. I will see y'all hoes in the next one. Make sure that you join the Patreon. Link in the description box. Go to my website if you need a motherfucking reading. Okay, thealanaSouls.com to get you a fucking personal astrology, okay, psychic reading. And let me see what else. Follow me on Twitter so we can debate back and forth, okay? Follow me on Twitter and all my social medias. And I love y'all. See you in the next one. Bye. Mwah. Okay, so a few things that I forgot to mention, okay, before I end this. Okay, I had to come back real quick. I don't want to see Nicki back as a host. You know, she served a purpose. It was cute. I definitely agree that we do need a better host, okay, because Andy is very, very biased when it comes to the questions that he asks the girls and him having favorites and things like that. So, if anything, what I want to see is a trend of a new host coming in and somebody taking over, okay? I don't necessarily agree with y'all that feel like because Andy's white, he can't. Because going back to what I was saying earlier, like, again, there's trauma in everything. And so, you know, people don't really understand that with everything, we police and we defend and, like, everything. There's trauma within everything. And it's usually a trigger response, a trauma response, right? Because a lot of people feel like Andy's not the person who should be the host anymore because there's certain questions that he can't ask the girls that Nicki did. Like the questions that Nicki was asking, it wouldn't sound right coming from a straight, well, not straight child because Andy ain't straight, but it wouldn't sound right coming from a white Jewish man. And I feel like, why not? Why not? Why not? Baby, deal with your trauma. Deal with your trauma. This is a show. We know that he's the head of the company. If he's the host and these are the questions we want to know, deal with your trauma. The fact that you can't take a white man asking this question, deal with your trauma, okay? Because we're not even having a race discussion or going there with, like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, I don't necessarily have a problem like everybody else. I feel like, I don't know if Andy doesn't ask the questions because he feels like as a white man that's not his place or whatever, or if he's just purposely not asking because of favoritism. I don't know. Regardless, whether it is Andy or it's another host, I do want somebody that is going to ask the questions that needs to be asked, okay? Regardless of race. These bitches are on a show, and there are questions that need to be asked, and that's just that. That's a part of being on the show. Now, all of this back and forth on Twitter with Nicki, and Nicki, I need you to be more mindful because you know what you're doing, and it's starting to get nasty online, or hopefully it doesn't get nastier, because I understand tweeting out your thoughts to the show, but you know the Barbs are gonna, they have no self-control. You know some of the Barbies don't have self-control. And it's like Chris can now get attacked. Candace can now get attacked. Wendy and Giselle can now get attacked. So it's just, I don't know. But do I want to see another celebrity host? I don't really, honestly. Unless it's like a Monique, but that would be annoying. But then Monique with bonnets, hell, maybe that's fit. And I don't know, child. But let's figure this shit the fuck out. Okay, let's figure this shit the fuck out. Okay, but that's my little opinions that I wanted to drop. And as far as like Chris coming to defend Candace against Nicki, but not against Michael, that is weird. But at the same, I can understand why he's defending against Nicki and the question, and I get that. As far as him not wanting to go against Michael, that's weird and that needs to be checked. But girl, bye.
I'm a baddie, and they all wanna taste just to say that they had a nigga. Ass so fat, and it tastes like Skittles. Turn the shit down and watch how I jiggle. You better work, notice ass back and wiggle. They never had shake that thing in the middle. Ass so fat, and it tastes like Skittles. Turn the shit down and watch how I jiggle. You better work, notice ass back and wiggle, bitch. Wiggle, 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 bitch.